So that middle square is a Chinese support chat that came through the Language.io platform in the gaming space. And gaming is one of the more difficult verticals to tackle from a translation perspective because gaming uses all sorts of fantasy made up words that have no literal translation, right? And so it's critical that technology like Language.io be employed to ensure that company product names, made up words, slang, jargon, technical industry language is accurately translated. And this is even more important in the chatbot world because if we're translating for a live human agent, the human will recognize, oh, this is a bad translation, and will do their best to mitigate the bad translation and respond anyway. Chatbots are more rigid than that. They're not nearly as flexible. So it's critical that you get a really high quality translation to provide the chatbot so that it can accurately gauge intent and match it with a good utterance. So looking at this Chinese chat that came through, everything in orange is a problematic term. It's a term that a general machine translation engine is not likely to get right. And it's a term that a chatbot is definitely going to stumble over. So if we run this Chinese through just Google Translate or Bing Translate, you're going to get something like what you're seeing there on the left. I have Zhang Zhao Zai key card with annihilation keyword action, but it doesn't always trigger blind dishes. Can you help me solve this problem, GKD? All sorts of nonsense in that chat. Your chat bot is going to think the customer is asking about dishes. It's not going to know anything about Zhang Zhao Zaiki because that's nonsense. In the end, what the user was talking about was a card with a made-up name in English that has no literal, or a made-up Chinese name and a made-up English name. So again, there's no translation. On the right is how Language.io translates it in the green bubble, which is an accurate translation. I have an Eldrazi Devastator card with Annihilator keyword action, but it doesn't always trigger. I'm confused. Can you help me solve this problem? Do it quickly, please. So this is where technology like Language.io is critical for that translation layer between the chatbot and your customer.